Jack and the Beanstalk. There was once a boy called Jack who lived with his mother in a small cottage. They were poor, but they did have a cow. Her name was Milky White. One day, when they had no money left, Jack's mother told him to take Milky White to market and sell her. On the way, Jack met a man who was holding a hat in his hand. "Where are you going?" asked the man. "I'm going to market to sell our cow," said Jack. "I want to sell my 5 magic beans," said the man. "If you plant them, they'll grow to the sky. Then you can climb up and get lots of treasure." "I'd like that," said Jack. "Well," said the man, "let's swap your cow for my beans." So Jack gave the cow to the man, put the beans in his pocket and ran home. When he saw his mother, Jack said, "Look what I got for the cow, 5 magic beans." "Jack," shouted his mother, "you didn't sell our cow for 5 beans?" She was really cross. She flung the beans out of the window and sent Jack straight to bed. Oh dear. In the morning, the first thing Jack saw was lots of big, dangly leaves outside the window. Behind the leaves was a great, thick beanstalk reaching up to the sky. Jack swung onto the beanstalk and he climbed and climbed. He reached the sky, stepped off and walked along a road until he came to a castle. He knocked at the door and a huge woman opened it. "Please give me something to eat," said Jack. "My husband is a giant," said the woman, "and he eats boys for breakfast, so run away before he catches you." "But I'm hungry," said Jack. So the giant's wife asked him in and gave him some bread and cheese and a mug of milk. But before long there was a thump, thump, thump. "Quick, hide," said the giant's wife, and she pushed Jack into the oven. In stamped the giant, roaring, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell blood of an Englishman." "What you smell," said his wife, "is the 20 juicy chops I've fried for your breakfast." Then off she went and the giant ate his breakfast. Phew. When he had finished, he took out his money bag and counted his gold. Then he began to snore. So Jack crept out of the oven, picked up the money bag and tiptoed out. He ran along the road and climbed down the beanstalk. When his mother saw the gold, she was pleased. Now they could buy food and new clothes. But after a while, Jack decided to climb the beanstalk again. He knocked at the castle door and asked the giant's wife for something to eat. She said, "Are you the rascally boy who took my husband's money bag?" "Was the boy wearing new clothes like mine?" asked Jack. "No, he wasn't," she said. So she asked Jack in and gave him some bread, cheese and a mug of milk. When they heard the giant coming, Jack hid in the oven. "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman," roared the giant. "What you smell," said his wife, "is the 20 juicy sausages I fried for your breakfast." Then off she went and the giant ate his breakfast. When he had finished, he took out a hen and said, "Lay," and the hen laid a golden egg. Then the giant began to snore. So Jack crept out of the oven, picked up the hen and tiptoed out. He ran along the road and climbed down the beanstalk. He ran home, sat the hen on the table and said, "Lay," and the hen laid a golden egg. His mother was very pleased. Now they could have gold any time they wanted. But after a while, Jack decided to climb the beanstalk again. This time he hid behind a bush, and when the giant's wife came out to peg her washing on the line, he sneaked inside. He climbed into a large bread bin. Then the giant's wife came back, and in stamped the giant, roaring, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman." Oh dear. "Look in the oven," said his wife. "That's where the rascally boy always hides." But the oven was empty. Then off she went, and the giant ate his breakfast. When he had finished, he took out a golden harp and said, "Sing," and the harp played sweet music. Then he began to snore. So Jack crept out of the bread bin and picked up the golden harp. Can we guess what he's going to do now? Oh no, but the harp sang out, "Master, master!" The giant woke and he roared, "I will catch you, rascally boy." Jack ran and the giant ran after him. Jack reached the beanstalk and he began to climb down. The giant reached the beanstalk and he climbed down, and that giant came closer and closer. Jack shouted, "Mother, quick, bring an axe." His mother came running with an axe. Jack jumped to the ground. He picked up the axe and chopped through the beanstalk, and the giant came tumbling down. And that was the end of him. From then on, Jack and his mother had everything they needed. If they wanted money, they said, "Lay," and the hen gave them a golden egg. And if they were tired or sad, they said, "Sing," and the golden harp played sweet music. And they had all this because Jack swapped their cow, Milky White, for 5 magic beans. The end.